Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today on Tuesday, and it's Truckers Tuesday. So, this morning we were just considering how cold it has been for the last couple of days, and today is like minus 15 degrees. And we wanted just to give shout out to all the truckers who have been so diligent in driving under such harsh road conditions. It's so hard driving in the morning and in the night even, and especially if it's not as visible as we would have liked it to be, especially when the weather gets really harsh and cold. So we just want to shout out to all of you guys, and also for us to have more of an eye-opener of what the conditions have been and continue to be in the winter time. So stay tuned for the rest of this, and we appreciate all our subscribers, everyone who have been diligent in making sure that we have our growing audience. It's going up, and thank you so much. We appreciate it. And as usual, we say, let's keep it real. Ciao.
You ever get curious about how the grocery store shelves stay stocked in the middle of a blizzard? Ever wonder who's hauling the rock salt that keeps the roads from turning into skating rinks? Well, I'll tell you, it's the truckers. They're out there battling some of the most brutal conditions imaginable, from blinding snowstorms to icy mountain passes, to make sure the rest of us stay warm and fed. We're talking about temperatures that can freeze diesel fuel, roads that disappear under feet of snow, and winds that'll blow you right off the mountain. These guys and gals are a different breed, modern-day pioneers with nerves of steel and a whole lot of grit. They're the unsung heroes of winter, and their jobs are about as tough as it gets. So buckle up, because we're about to take a ride along some of the most dangerous winter roads in the world. We'll meet the truckers who brave these treacherous conditions day in and day out, and we'll get a first-hand look at the challenges they face. Get ready to gain a whole new appreciation for the folks who keep the world moving, even when Mother Nature throws her worst at them. Alright, let's start our journey in Northern Manitoba, one of the coldest inhabited places on Earth. We're talking bone-chilling temperatures, regularly dropping below minus 60 degrees, and that's before you factor in the wind chill. Up here, it's not just about staying warm, it's about survival. Imagine trying to hold a steering wheel when your fingers feel like they're about to snap off. Imagine trying to stay alert when the cold seeps into your bones and saps your energy. Now imagine doing that for 12 hours straight, hauling a load of essential goods through blinding snow and across roads that are more like ice skating rinks. Truckers in northern Manitoba don't have the luxury of staying home when the weather turns sour. They're the lifeline for these remote communities, hauling everything from food and fuel to medical supplies and building materials. And they do it all while battling fatigue, frostbite, and the constant threat of whiteouts that can reduce visibility to mere feet. These guys are tough, I'll give them that. They rely on a combination of grit, experience, and some seriously heavy-duty equipment to get the job done. We're talking tire chains that weigh more than a small car, engine block heaters that run all night long, and a special breed of diesel fuel that won't turn to jelly at minus 40. But even with all the right gear, it's still a dangerous game. One wrong move, one patch of black ice, and it's game over. That's why truckers up here rely on each other, looking out for one another on the road and sharing information about road conditions and weather forecasts. They say there's a special breed of camaraderie that forms when you're facing down Mother Nature at her worst. And up here in northern Manitoba, that camaraderie can mean the difference between life and death. From the frozen plains of Manitoba, we head north to Alaska, home to the legendary Dalton Highway, also known as the Haul Road. This 414-mile ribbon of gravel and ice cuts through unforgiving terrain, connecting the oil fields of Prudhoe Bay to civilization. The Dalton Highway is notorious for its brutal conditions, from blinding blizzards and bone-jarring potholes to steep grades and treacherous curves. Truckers haul the lifeblood of the Alaskan economy: oil and gas. One wrong move could send them careening off a cliff or leave them stranded in the middle of nowhere. Imagine driving a rig the size of a small house along a road barely wider than your truck. Now imagine doing it in the dead of winter with temperatures plummeting to minus 50 and winds howling at 70 miles an hour. That's the reality for the truckers who call the Dalton Highway their office. they face challenges that most of us can't even imagine, like dealing with tire chains the size of small cars, essential for navigating the icy slopes and preventing jackknifing. And then, there's the ever-present threat of whiteouts, where visibility drops to 0 in seconds, turning the road into a white abyss. But it's not just the weather that makes the Dalton Highway so dangerous, it's the isolation. Up here, there are no rest stops, no gas stations, and no cell phone service for miles on end. If something goes wrong, you're on your own. That's why truckers who drive the Dalton Highway rely on a special set of survival skills. They carry everything from extra food and water to spare parts and survival gear, because out here, self-reliance isn't just a good idea, it's a matter of life and death. Chapter 3. Road to the Pole of Cold Braving Siberia's Icy Grip. Hold on tight, folks, because we're about to take you on a bone-chilling ride along the Siberian road to Yakutsk, also known as the Road of Bones. This 1,200-mile highway snakes its way through the heart of Siberia, connecting the remote city of Yakutsk to the rest of Russia. This ain't no Sunday drive. We're talking about a road that's often impassable in the winter, where temperatures can plunge to a lung-crushing minus 50 degrees Celsius, earning Yakutsk the chilling title of the Pole of Cold. Imagine breathing air so cold it feels like needles in your lungs. Imagine trying to start your engine when the diesel fuel is on the verge of freezing solid. Now imagine navigating a road that's more like a frozen river, with ice heaves that can swallow a truck whole. The truckers who brave this treacherous route are a different breed. They're hauling vital supplies to some of the most isolated communities on Earth, places where even in the 21st century, survival depends on the grit and determination of these modern-day ice road truckers. They battle fatigue, frostbite, and the constant threat of their vehicles, sliding off the road and into the frozen abyss. And they do it all with a quiet stoicism that's both humbling and inspiring. These guys are masters of improvisation, using whatever they can find to keep their rigs running and the supplies flowing. They rely on age-old techniques, passed down through generations, for navigating the treacherous ice and snow. And when the going gets tough, they rely on each other, forming a brotherhood forged in the crucible of Siberia's unforgiving winter. Because out here, on the road to the Pole of Cold, it's not just about delivering the goods, it's about surviving the journey. Chapter 4. Canada's Highway of Extremes conquering the James Dalton Highway. From the frozen heart of Siberia, we journey to the rugged wilderness of Canada's Yukon Territory, home to the notorious James Dalton Highway. Carved through dense forests and over towering mountain passes, this 414-mile artery is a lifeline to remote communities and a testament to the tenacity of the human spirit. But don't let the stunning scenery fool you. This ain't no leisurely Sunday drive. The James Dalton Highway is a beast in winter, a relentless gauntlet of ice, snow, and biting winds that can chill you to the bone. Imagine navigating narrow, winding roads carved into sheer cliffs, the threat of avalanches looming overhead. Imagine battling white-knuckle winds that threaten to rip your rig off the road, while temperatures plummet to minus 40, testing the limits of man and machine. The truckers who brave this unforgiving route are more than just drivers. They're skilled navigators, mechanics, and survival experts rolled into one. They haul everything from essential goods to heavy equipment, ensuring that life goes on even in the face of Mother Nature's fury. They battle fatigue, isolation, and the ever-present risk of breakdowns, knowing that help can be hours, even days away. They're masters of their rigs, coaxing them over icy passes and through treacherous snowdrifts, with a combination of skill, experience, and a whole lot of grit. And they do it all with a quiet determination, a deep respect for the road and the elements, and an unwavering commitment to delivering their precious cargo. Because on the James Dalton Highway, every mile is a victory, a testament to the indomitable spirit of those who answer the call of the open road, no matter how treacherous it may be. Chapter 5. Roof of the World. Taming the Karakoram Highway in Winter. Our final journey takes us to the towering peaks of the Himalayas, to the Karakoram Highway, the highest paved international road in the world. Winding its way through the breathtaking yet treacherous landscapes of Pakistan, this engineering marvel is a testament to human ambition. But in winter, it transforms into a high-altitude battleground against the elements. Imagine navigating hairpin turns carved into the sides of mountains, thousands of feet above sea level, with sheer drops just inches from your wheels. Imagine battling blinding snowstorms that reduce visibility to mere feet, while the threat of landslides and avalanches hangs heavy in the air. The truckers who brave this treacherous route aren't just hauling goods, they're hauling hope, connecting isolated communities to the outside world. They're the lifeline for these remote villages, ensuring vital supplies reach those who need them most, even when the world seems determined to keep them apart. They face challenges that would make even the most seasoned driver weak in the knees. Thin air at these altitudes makes every breath a struggle, while the extreme cold tests the limits of both man and machine. Breakdowns are a constant threat, and even a minor delay can have life or death consequences. But these drivers are a special breed. They possess an unwavering resilience, a deep respect for the mountains, and an unshakable belief in their ability to conquer whatever challenges lie ahead. They are the unsung heroes of the Karakoram Highway, proving that even in the face of nature's most formidable forces, the human spirit can prevail. So there you have it, folks, a glimpse into the world of the men and women who brave some of the most dangerous winter roads on Earth. We've seen firsthand the challenges they face, the risks they take, and the sacrifices they make, all to ensure that the rest of us can stay warm, fed, and connected, even when Mother Nature throws her worst at us. These aren't just truckers, they're skilled professionals, navigating treacherous roads in extreme conditions with a combination of expertise, courage, and a whole lot of grit. They are the unsung heroes of our modern world, the backbone of our supply chains, and the embodiment of dedication and perseverance. So next time you see a truck on the road, especially during the harsh winter months, take a moment to appreciate the driver behind the wheel. Give them a wave, a honk, a nod of respect, because those guys and gals are out there battling it out so we don't have to. They are the kings of the road, and they deserve our utmost respect and gratitude.